Hey guys, J&T Shooter Reviews back again. Got another beautiful review for you today. Something a little fun. This is the Glock 44, one of the most hated pistols I think I've ever seen in my entire life since it's been released. And it's been about 3 years ago. We're in December, almost at Christmas right now of 2023. Released about 3 years ago. This gun received a ton of hate, and for a good cause. It had a ton of malfunctions. People's Glock 44s were exploding. It was all on camera, so you can't make it up. There's just a ton of videos about how the slides were cracking because these slides are very lightweight and it's polymer. Whether that was a good idea or not, I don't think so, but that's just my opinion. They had a lot of issues, and I was not going to buy this pistol when I went to my local gun store unless I got it for a good deal, and it was one of the newer generations where they worked out the kinks. It's sad, but you buy a Sig now or a Glock. I never buy first generations. I wait till they get all the issues fixed. Then I'll buy one because I don't want to be a test dummy for them. It's not my thing, and I just don't want to buy a gun that's going to piss me off. Uh, kind of like this one. But I got like I said, this is 2023, end of 2023, so I got a newer version, and I made sure of it. When I purchased it, I paid $360. That's a really good price from what I've seen online. I got a really, really good deal, and I bought that in a store, so I didn't have the $25 transfer fee and all that crap. So they built this gun to mimic the Glock 19. It is the exact size. It's not the same weight. It's a lot lighter. I put the light on it, this TLR1S, so I can run it out of my Safariland holsters and things of such. Because if you have a Glock 19 holsters, they all fit these Glock 44s. So even with the light, it fit my Safariland 6360. I will carry a Glock 22 Gen 4 with a Streamline HL for duty use. I'm a patrolman for sheriff's office, and I really like that. And this it gives me the opportunity to shoot a cheaper round, much cheaper than 40, so I can get a lot more time on the gun, trigger time, and it's all the same feeling as my Glock 22. It is my 22 is obviously a little bit bigger than this and heavier, but you get the gist. So I bought this as a training platform, and I was really want one of these for a while, but I was not about to pay no $450, $500 on one. So I was really weary about buying something that was gonna be a piece of junk, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. I bought it. Came with two 10-round mags. They all come with two 10-round mags. It's funny. This is a Gen 5 pistol. Um, the trigger is different than the other Gen 5 Glocks, which makes no sense. And these are just 10-round mags. This is a training platform, a firearm, which I wish they could have made more rounds, but apparently Glock had a lot of issues trying to get these mags to work with more rounds, so they couldn't do it. Whatever. Pro Mag makes 18-round mags for like 16 bucks. I'm just gonna buy a couple of those and could do a video on that when I get them in. But yeah, so this is a training platform. Would I carry it for self-defense? After my review, you might want to, or might not. Personally, probably not. I would not really want to carry this because I'm going to be putting thousand rounds through it. So probably not. But that's just my opinion. So, oh, and also, which is really cool, forgot to mention, these Glock 19, these Glock 44 mags are the same size as the Glock 19 mags. Same dimension and everything. Obviously, it's just a little bit different with the side tabs and everything for the 22. But I thought that was really cool that they did all that the same size. So I really like that. I think that was very smart. They did a lot of cool things with this pistol. Even the Gen 5 flared mag well, but the trigger, even with 2,000 rounds through it, plus all my dry firing with it, this gun is safe to dry fire. So I was really happy with that. A lot of 22s you can't, older ones, but these you can. So pretty excited about that. But got the gun home. Me and my buddy did a 500 round burn down, and where we used arm score 22, 40 grain solid point, and that's what they recommend is 40 grain. This gun, we hit the 750 mark with that arm score, and that was like almost in 24 hours with like one cleaning in between the 500 and 750. And Arm score, I had over 60 malfunctions through it, but it was only one malfunction. I'll let you try and guess it. And stovepipes. If you guessed stovepipes, you were correct. Stovepipes after stovepipe after stovepipe. I was like, holy shit, I was getting 2 to 3 stovepipes a mag. And this is a 10-round mag. So I was like, my God. But I have like thousands of rounds arm score, so I'm going to keep shooting it. And had those issues. The 750, I did 350 rounds of Aguila Super Extra, and not one malfunction out of it. Then I shot Federal Auto Match, 325 rounds, not one malfunction out of it. So I was like, well, I guess that arm score is just a little bit too weak. So I went through a couple boxes of these Winchester 22, what are these? 36 grain hollow points, and it did not really care for Winchester hollow points. That's when I started running into malfunctions again, and I'm not really gonna put it on the gun. I have issues with this stuff through my rifles and all types of other stuff. This is the black cast and blast pack. It came with a really cool little bait for my fishing. I can't remember what it was, but it came with a little cool piece of kit and 1,000 rounds of that 22 hollow point, and that stuff has been shitty since I've ever bought it, and it still is. Not a huge fan of that stuff, but I got a really good deal on that, so I bought it. Sue me. But yeah, wouldn't recommend shooting that. The Sting CCI Stingers one runs great through these. The Mini Mag CCIs runs great through these. Granted, I only did 100 of each. Ran good, and a lot of people, will run this stuff on video and only do like a mag or two, and be like, "Oh, this stuff's great. This works perfect." I ran almost 80 rounds of this before I started having malfunctions. So that tells you anything. One, it can be really dirty. The gun, since the 1,000 round mark, has not been cleaned, and as you can see, I've put a lot of rounds to this, and it is pretty dirty, and that's with no cleaning after, like I said, 1,000 rounds. It's dirty in there. I get it, and you can see the ejector. Kind of hard to see right there, but it's pretty caked up. So could be because the gun's really dirty, but I've shot my Taurus TX22 over 1,000 rounds, never have cleaned it, and I've never had a malfunction out of it. So, that's just one of those things. I'll probably do a Glock 44 versus a Taurus TX22 showdown. If y'all want to see it, put it down in the comments. We'll try that out. I think it'd be a fun little video because I finally was really excited once I got this gun running really well. I was like, hell yeah, I got it running good, no issues. And, not even the only issue, I guess, if this is depends on the person, it was not locking back after the 10 rounds every single time, which I'm not really worried about that. This is a training platform. I just tap rack it, and it works on my ability to do that, so I wasn't complaining. But if someone bought this as a self-defense gun, say you have issues with your hands or you have nerve damage, things like that. I went through a real bad fire once about a couple years ago, and it tore my nerves up in my left hand real bad, in my arm. So I couldn't shoot 9mm very well at all. Like I could barely rack the slide, and something like this would have been really fun to keep training with because the slide is the recoil spring is kind of heavy, but if you just leave it open like this for a couple days, like I did, it really breaks in that spring, and that's all it needs is to get that spring broken into. Breaking that spring real well, and you'll be set. It's very simple, very easy to rack these. It does not take very much force at all, so pretty cool. That's another thing. You got the back straps you can change. You can change all the front and rear the sights. Change them to any Glock sights. Probably going to put Dawson Precisions on these because they're my favorite and they work really, really well. But I've been running these pretty hard, and I've been running them off my belt, my duty holster, all types, and it's working really, really well. So other than this cast blast bullshit, 22 hollow point, other than that, this gun has been running really, really, really well. After that 750 rounds, I believe in this thing. Me and my buddy, he was helping me shoot this, so no one thought I'd be crazy when we were blowing through rounds. We were shooting a lot in one day, 2 days really, and he was having the same issues I was, so I know it wasn't just me. So there's a couple more points of data to show, but even though it's only one gun, you got more people, so you got your data. But it is a really cool. It's just a really nice gun. It just they had all their issues at first. Um, the slide, like I said, it is polymer, so it's very very lightweight. This pistol without the light, it feels like it seriously is a toy, which I hate to use that term, but it is so lightweight. I can't stand it. So I put the light on, and like I said, it's how my duty setup is. So helps me out when I'm training because that 40 ammo is getting expensive. Also, check out ammoguy.net. They're a big sponsor of this channel. They do great stuff for us. They send a lot of ammo out, and we're real good friends with them. Check them out. I'll have a code for y'all soon with discount codes and giveaways and stuff like that. But thank you to them, and you can get all your ammo needs online. So check out ammoguy.net. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, concerns about this video, or any questions about this pistol, please put them down below. I love talking to y'all, answering y'all's questions, and helping y'all out if you have any questions for me. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good night.